morning, I'm Jill Holler.
And I'm Sarah Konsky
For WBBH. Our community has become very involved in recycling.
Even our school is taking part in saving the planet.
That's right, Sarah. Our school has even started a club to help the environment.
Here's Laura Teskey to tell us a little more about it.
This year, a few students at MJHS decided to make a difference for our school and our environment. Working with their sponsor, Mrs. Reese, they formed a club designed to help our environment. I'm here with Mrs. Reese today to tell us a little more about it. Mrs. Reese, how did your club get started?
Well, a few students were really concerned about the way we waste a lot of items during the lunch hours and after school. So these two students came to me one day and asked me if we could form a club and to help reduce waste in our cafeteria and after school. So then they went ahead and asked several other students if they would participate, and now we have up to 18 students.
Have you found a name for the club?
We just voted on a name yesterday, and the club's name I thought was very creative. It's called Club Med, and it stands for Making an Environmental Difference.
How many students are in your club?
Right now we have 17 8th graders, but we would like a few more 7th graders so we can continue these meetings and future events for next year.
And what do you hope your students accomplish by being in this club?
Well, this year we want to express or make it our first priority to reduce, reuse, recycle as much as possible and to have less waste in the school. And we started already by having bins in the hallway for copy paper, and then in the cafeteria to have cans, aluminum cans put in the bins that are located at one wall of the cafeteria. And then in the future we're hoping to recycle more bags and plastic as much as possible.
Have you planned any special events yet?
Yeah, the students have decided that they would like to plant trees starting from the seed in the classroom, and then in the spring we would like to plant these trees around the school and other parts of the community, and plants and flowers too, to improve the looks of our school.
Thank you, Mrs. Reese, for letting me interview you.
No problem.
Hi, I'm Kathy Simmons for WBBH. Jeremy Poole is a member of the Environmental Club, and we'd like to ask him a few questions about this organization. Jeremy, why did you decide to join the club?
Well, I enjoy working with the environment, and also with the environment deteriorating as it is, I think we need as much help as we can get.
We've seen a lot of posters up lately with the letters MED on them. What do those letters stand for?
They stand for Making Environmental Difference, which is what we plan on doing in this club.
Would you recommend this club to other students?
Yes, I believe it is very informative and it's lots of fun.
What things are you planning to do in the future?
Well, we plan to recycle things such as aluminum cans and paper, to buy trees, to plant all around Morton, and we also setting up posters, as you've seen, different things like that.
Well, it sounds like the Environmental Club is a lot of fun. I'm Kathy Simmons with Jeremy Poole, signing off.
Up there, please.
There you go.
Stop! Don't you throw that in there. Why not? Because it's a recycling can. That's used to help save the planet. If you recycle it, it'll be saving the environment. Wow, thanks for telling me. Now I know. Yes, and knowing is half the battle. Can I help make people aware of recycling with you? Yes, you can come be my trusty sidekick. Let's go, Enviroman. Okay, Super Recycle Man.
Well, I'm sure glad Binky learned his lesson.
Not only is it important to recycle,
We need to conserve energy, too.
here's Heather Leach to tell us how.
There's nobody in here. I better turn off the light. Turning out lights is only one of the many ways to conserve energy. Conserving energy is very important in our lives today. It's not too hard and will be good for the environment in later years. Recycling aluminum cans saves energy, too. With all the soda we drink, we could save a lot of energy. Standing with the refrigerator door open wastes energy too, so don't take too long to decide what food you want to eat, and close the door so you can keep the cold air in. Have you ever thought about walking to your best friend's house instead of having your parents take you? Not only would you be saving energy, but you'd be building up your leg muscles and getting good exercise too. Remind your parents not to heat unused rooms, and don't leave your computer and TV on while you're not using them. Remind your brothers and sisters too. Why don't you do something to save energy? I'm Heather Leach telling you that you can make a difference.
Hi, I'm Melissa Reckhammer.
And I'm Rachel Bartlemate.
For our environmental pop quiz. Do you know how many plastic bottles you can save by recycling them?
And do you know how many trees we can save by just recycling our Sunday newspaper? We'll be back after a quick commercial to let you know our environmental pop quiz answers.
Okay, class, now that we've spent some time talking about ways that we can help our Earth, I'd like to take a survey. How many of you recycle?
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do. I don't. Excuse me? Let's try this again. Who recycles?
We do.
We do. We do. Everybody should recycle. Help our Earth.
We're back with our environmental pop quiz answers. You can save 2,500,000 plastic bottles by recycling the bottles that we throw away every hour.
That's a lie. And did you know that we can save 500,000 trees by recycling our Sunday newspaper?
I hope these pop quiz questions and answers helped you realize that you can make a difference. For our environmental pop quiz. Bye.
Thank you, Melissa and Rachel, for that informative quiz.
Now Meredith Mitchell is here to interview Dr. Durflinger about our school recycling.
Meredith Mitchell?
Take it away.
Hello, I'm here with Dr. Durflinger, our superintendent of the district-wide recycling program. Dr. Durflinger, why did we start a
city, or the village of Morton, decided 2 or 3 years ago to start on an effort of recycling. And one day I just happened to think that we use about 3 million pieces of paper a year, just our purchase of paper. And I kept thinking that all that paper was going to the landfill. So maybe we ought to start the process of recycling. So we're also now purchasing all of our recycled paper. So 100% of the bond paper that we purchase is recycled. And now we're hoping 100% of it can go to the recycling bin.
That's good. Our environmental club is glad we started a school recycling program, but we feel we could do more. With the club's help, we came up with a number of questions that are of concern to MJHS students. Why can't notebook paper be placed in the recycling bin?
When we started the recycling process, we worked with Ralph Mobus from the Tazewell County recycling program, and he's the coordinator of it, and the area refuge company. And at the point of time that we started, the only paper that they could be recycled at that time was starting to try to find a source for other paper. And once we find that source, then all notebook paper and bond paper will be allowed.
In the cafeteria, we use styrofoam plates, cups, and plastic utensils. Wouldn't it be more responsible to use washable plates and silverware?
In some respects, it would be more responsible, but on the other hand, when you have to wash plates, you have to use chemicals because we have to make sure that all the bacteria is killed. And if we use chemicals, those chemicals are going down the drain into our water system. So on one respect, we will be saving the landfill, but on the other respect, we may be poisoning our grounds. And so we decided that at this point in time that we would go with styrofoam, and we would work to find a source to recycle the styrofoam. So right now we are working with Caterpillar and with the county, trying to find a source for recycled styrofoam and also the silverware or the plasticware. So hopefully within the next few months we'll have a source and all of those will be recycled also.
That sounds like a difficult decision. Many students bring juice boxes and plastic sandwich bags for lunch. In some schools, these are recyclable. Could we recycle these too?
The only reason why we could not recycle those is if we cannot find a source that will accept the recycled materials. I would give the challenge to the recycling club at the junior high school to contact the Tazewell County Refuge recycling coordinator and see if there is a source for accepting those, and have the club use that as one of their activities. Get the recycling bin, see if we have a source for recycling, and start the process.
Thank you. This spring, our environmental club would like to plant some trees and flowers to beautify our school. Will the district stand behind us in this effort?
It's interesting that because we talked very seriously about re-landscaping the front of the junior high school. We felt that it was starting to get a little shabby, but we were unable to do this fall. So we'd be happy to work with the junior high group and see what we can do about recycling the front.
Thank you, Dr. Derflinger, for taking the time out to answer our questions. The school environment is a place where we students spend a large amount of our day. Help make it a better place. I'm Meredith Mitchell signing off, saying get involved. Just heard from Meredith that there are many things we as students can do for the environment, such as recycling. Here are some things you may not know about recycling. For instance, did you know that every year Americans throw away enough paper to build a 12-foot wall from Los Angeles to New York, and that recycling a 3-foot stack of newspaper saves the tree? You may also know that Morton has started a new curbside recycling program. Since we have started this program, we have saved 34 garbage trucks and 100 pounds of garbage from each household from going to landfills. But we only have 95% of the residents in Morton participating, so be sure to get all your recyclable items out of the garbage.
These are not the only endangered species. There are 405 endangered species just in the United States. Here are just a few more. This is a humpback whale and an ape. There is also here a bison and a grizzly bear. The grizzly bear used to live everywhere in the United States, but now he only lives in a small portion of Wyoming. The cheetah is one of the fastest moving animals in the world, but now we're about to lose him forever. The tiger lives in Africa and in most zoos. This is the most endangered cat in the world. The whale that you see on the screen now, you heard the sounds at the beginning of the segment.
This is the elephant. They used to be hunted greatly for their tusks, and they used to be used for piano keys and jewelry. Animals are not the only endangered species. Many plants are endangered too.
Saving the planet.
Do your part. Recycle, conserve energy, and protect endangered species.
Because you can make a difference.
Until next time, I'm Sarah Konsky.
And I'm Jill Holler.
For WBBH Project Plan.